So I think I just solved a leak that I had on my 7 or 8 year old RO system from Bulk Reef Supply. I had a couple leaks after doing a full change out of the filters, the RO filters. And I think I was worried that it was a permanent thing, but I think it was just from wear and tear. These screw fittings that were within the canisters were all leaking. So I ended up taking the filters back out and then put silicone here and retightening it without realizing that the leak was actually coming from here and then here between each one of the canisters. So I took off this top part with, just undid the screws, and then I was able to see that it looks like there's these double-sided male threaded John Guest nuts, I think. Wondering what's inside there. But what I noticed is that they were sort of loose. So luckily this piece that came from my washer, with my washer to adjust the legs, fit perfectly. So actually what I did is I tightened these up, and then I'm not quite sure, they're not double-sided with reverse threads. It looks like they're both normal threads. So I tightened this one up, and then I spun this whole canister around. I don't know, that's probably not the best way to do it, because if it's too tight, I'm sure you could snap the threads, but for me it ended up working. So now I'm running, looks like I'm running properly with everything looking as I expect it to. That's the water coming in. I'm in Los Angeles and I have a water softener. So that's the source water. And then I'm running through 2 DI canisters back there. So I'm getting 0 here. And with a fresh change out and 60 PSI, actually, I think I can get close to 0 with my, with my RO filters. Let me adjust this. So this is just going through the RO without going through the DI. There you go, it goes to, let's see where it goes to. So that's pretty good. I wouldn't expect 0 directly out of the RO, at least for like a non-commercial system. So I'm quite happy with that. And then of course I'll use the DI canisters as needed if I want to create 0 TDS product water. I have a water saver set up with 2 inline RO canisters. And I think I'm getting about 50-50 waste water to product water, so I'm more than happy with that. And I use the wastewater for watering my plants, and for some reason my plants thrive on that, so I'm gonna test that out. Maybe it's the pH or something. But anyway, that being said, if you have issues with your system after doing a filter change, I know how hard it is to try to like undo these while this thing is, even when this is connected to the wall. For me, it's it's tough with the small space I have. So trying to change the filters becomes kind of a hassle. Makes me want the ones that just snap on. But I don't think you can beat the quality of the, the filtered water you get out of this system. So anyway, I thought I would share in case anyone else makes a change and then they notice a leak, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't know if you need to replace the whole system or not. So it's just these nuts here. And I bet what it is when you're loosening, putting a lot of pressure trying to loosen these, I bet you just kind of tweak these and create a crease or release them a little bit. So anyway, overall I've had a pretty good luck with this system and I can't really complain. So hopefully I'll get a couple more years out of it.